Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. I'm feeling pretty gross with the stomach crud right now, which explains why I didn't make one of these yesterday, but we're gonna power through it as we play some more Gran Turismo 3, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, and we're gonna start up our very first rally event. We knocked out the Evo meeting, yeah, so I always forget that, and now we get to do the Tahiti Challenge of Rally. And I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Doing the Evo meeting first allowed us to get some extra money to be able to afford the dirt tires while getting some necessary improvements that'll give us the horsepower that we need to knock this thing out. So I'm feeling okay about what we're doing, because I think the first car that we're going to go up against is a 206, which horsepower-wise, we've got to be close to it. If it's faster than us, it can't be by much. We might even have the advantage here, so we'll just have to see. Visually, I would say that 206 rally car, it looks kind of daunting because it's got like all the stuff on it. And it's like, oh man, there's no way you can stand up to me. I've got sponsors and vinyls. You can't win rally races if you don't have sponsors and vinyls. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I've gotten myself into a real pickle now. At least, you know, we're stacking up to him pretty well so far, and that's a good sign. Even if we're going neck and neck the whole way, I think that in this particular one track, there is this one spot that if we're behind him, we can employ probably one of the most, like, asshole-laden tactics ever. Like, this thing, it is covered front to back with just various assholes. Ones that are filled with shit and ones that are probably very well bleached and clean. But it's not a move that would be probably very well, you know, liked and supported by the racing commission, if there is one of those. And it's right up here. Let's see if we can pull it off. Oh god. Yep, it's totally right here. We can just, he slams on the brakes and you just ram into him. And then doesn't look like it really affected him too much, but if you do it just right, you can basically like pit maneuver him into like getting him all turned around and whatnot, and you can basically run away with the race right there. It's amazing. We'll probably have to use it at least once a race, I would say. Like, we won't have to use it, but I'm going to use it at least once a race, and it'll probably always be on the first lap. Other than that, I think we'll probably be okay. I'm actually very pleased at the way this turned out. It's going to be a close race, but those are always fun in terms of this. We're going to be kind of jockeying for position the whole time. But yeah, man, I definitely, I'm feeling pretty barfy or pukey, or I've got the stomacular volcano, as one may even call it, and it is not good. It's not good. I have not had a, oh shit, no, god damn it. That may have lost us the race, possibly. That may have been the final straw. Unless I can have an extremely clean, if I can have a really clean section up to where this point is, then I'll probably still be able to pull off the move. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't had a reversal of fortune yet, which is good, because I hate puking. It's something that absolutely scares me shitless. But I woke up yesterday morning, because I was going to go to church with my parents. I was, you know, a couple of my nieces and nephews were getting baptized, and so, you know, not really an event that you can afford to miss, and so, you know, I had to be up bright and early for that one. And I woke up at like 7 o'clock, and I was like, man, I feel like my stomach feels just a little bit off, but I figured maybe it was just because I was like really tired, and maybe that was part of it. And so I just kind of didn't really think much of it. And then I, you know, went back to bed for about an hour and a half or so. Oh boy. Going into the final turn, who's going to pull this one off? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? It's going to be me. You will not overtake me when it means the most. Cool, we got it. So, yeah, like 8:30 comes around. And I just, like, that feeling was kind of compounding a little bit. And I was like, you know, I don't really feel very good. It's like, but I can't miss this thing. And so I got changed and I got in the car and I started driving, you know, the 7 or 8 miles that it takes to get to the church. And the whole way there, it was almost like a progress bar of like how bad I was feeling. Like it started out at about like 30 as I got in the car to leave, and by the time I got to the church, I was at like 75. Like I was actually kind of feeling that feeling kind of in like the top of your stomach where, you know, you feel like at any moment it could just come shooting out of there like a t-shirt cannon at a basketball game. And I'm just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like I got into the church and got seated, and within 30 seconds I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Mainly to shit, but it might be also to puke, which hopefully those things don't, you know, hit at the same time. Otherwise I'm gonna take a shit and puke on the floor, and nobody ever wants to have to deal with that at a church of all places. So, wait a minute, is he faster now? I think he just got a whole lot faster. What the hell just happened? He's like, okay, we may have lost this first one, but now I'm gonna throw an extra turbo kit in there, and he'll never even know what hit him. I think that's what happened, actually. I think that he may have actually done that. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Interesting. Well, this might be a moment where we've got to use that tactic to our advantage if we can keep up with him. Seems like he has gotten significantly faster since that first race. So, if we can stay within striking distance, I might be able to use that move. Because no matter what happens, he has to slam on the brakes right here in order to turn. Oh, look at that. There it is. It didn't impede him as much as I had wanted. Like when you do that move, you want to try to hit him like right in like the corner of his trunk, because then you'll totally do the pit maneuver and make him just freak the hell out. But it didn't work. We are still in the lead though, and hopefully we can sustain this for a little bit. Even though we probably won't, we'll have to do it like on the next lap. Exactly. No, don't. God damn it. But yeah, so basically, I didn't end up puking, but I just went straight home, didn't go to work after that, and here I have been for the last, 24 hours, essentially, eating crackers and drinking liquid probiotics because, that's what you gotta do to kind of replace the sour bacterial strains in your body with, with some fresh ones that aren't gonna make you blow your ass all over the place. So, yeah, it's all good. Hey, at least it's blueberry flavor, and I do love blueberry flavored things. So, I can most certainly deal with that. It is the lesser among evils. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Ah! Shit, here we go. Oh, by the way, I have a really weird story to tell, and it's actually very interesting because I am delightfully surprised that this even still exists in society still. But apparently, somewhere along the line, oh god, I'm not going to be able to hit him. Oh no! That's not good. I was hoping we were going to be able to pull it off, and I missed it just barely. Just barely. Alright, we gotta, if we can stay within like 1 second of him, that's the big thing. If we can stay within about 1 second of him behind, then I think our ability to pull off that pit maneuver in the last lap will be pretty solid. Anything more than that, though, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. So we'll just see what happens. But, so, I read the other day, and this is so cool. I read that the other day there was a DDR World Championship, a Dance Dance Revolution World Championship, which finding out that there are still DDR World Championships being held is something that I find so cool. Like, that was a game that I loved in, throughout middle school and part of high school, and even like after I had graduated. There were still a couple arcades, nearby that had the game on hand. And I loved it, man. I mean, you set me up with Dynamite Rave, Midnight Blaze, and Dead End, and I'm good to go, man. And I used to be pretty solid. Like, I wouldn't say that I was great. I wouldn't even come close to saying I was great at it. But I could at least get through songs. And every once in a while, I could string together like a 50 or 75, you know, string combo of being good. But yeah, I found out there was actually a DDR World Championship, and the even cooler part of it, oh baby, oh yeah, not quite though, not quite, only barely fended him off. But the fact that the person that won this championship was actually an American, I couldn't friggin' believe it. I mean, you think the World Championship was probably held in Japan, I would assume, I would like to assume. And you would think, you know, the people that are obviously playing that game the most are probably going to be, you know, Japanese people, I would assume. And so, you know, I feel like they're usually the ones that are winning those competitions probably 99% of the time, because they're generally going to be the primary ones competing in it. But the fact that an American person won it, I thought it was so cool. I don't know what the prize was for it. Hope he got some good cash for that whole thing. I don't think that he probably did, but man, super cool that he was able to win that thing and take home one for the US of A. I wonder what songs they ended up playing. Like, I don't know. I haven't played DDR in such a long time. Like, I don't know if they have like specific songs that they use for tournaments like that. Probably just the hardest ones. But man, that would be so cool to watch. Like, I've watched tournaments before, but not like world championship tournaments. Like, that would be something that would be super cool to behold at some point. Do I have enough time to do this? I don't know if I have enough time to do this. Like, my stomach is still really kind of gurgly right now, and I think, you know, you guys, I hate to stop this one right now, but my stomach's really kind of starting to get a little bubbly on me right now, and so I'm gonna go into the kitchen, I'm gonna grab some Coca-Cola, and I think we're gonna stop this episode here, and maybe tomorrow when I'm feeling better, I'll be able to do a more regular length episode, but I'm still feeling just a little wonky. I just had this feeling in my gut where it just went dead serious, like that's what it sounded like to me. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and when we come back on the next episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, we're gonna knock out the last one of the Tahiti circuits here, and hopefully that guy's car won't have improved too much, because I would rather that not be the case. We do have some money that if we have to go, you know, purchase an upgrade before we start, we can probably do that. So we'll check it out when we get there. But until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, tap the like button. It helps me out a whole bunch. And if you're wanting to see more of these in the future, do hit subscribe, because this is now my primary series that I'm doing as of right now. So you'll be seeing plenty more of these in the future. So until then, my friends, hope you have yourselves a good one, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.